it does evolve over time and it gets better as it goes. I describe this as an orange blossom seductive fragrance. If you like to look good, feel good, and most importantly, smell good, this is the channel for you. I'm Jalen from Jalen Fragrance Review, and today we're back with another review. We are talking about Neroli Hasbaya by Atelier Materi. Guys, this is a legit head-turning scent, and it's climbing the ranks of my fragrance collection. It is so good, man. So good. And this is a niche fragrance. And the way I discovered this was that I was actually at Osme Perfumery down in Miami. You guys should check that store out if you live in Miami or in the surrounding areas. And I was down there buying some other niche fragrance, and in the gift wrap, before he gave me my bag, he sprayed Neroli Hasbaya on the gift wrapping paper, and I kid you not, I just couldn't get enough of that scent. I took it home and it was just so good, so strong. It was just the sillage of that gift wrapping paper was just crazy. I just couldn't stop smelling it. I'm like, man, I have to go back and get this. Whatever that was, I want it. So the next day I went back, we talked about it. And I was like, what did you spray? He's like, that's Neroli Hasbaya by Atelier Materi. I say I want that. I need it. I gotta have it in my collection. That's so good, man. And that's exactly how I discovered this hidden gem. It's not super popular here in the US, but that's okay. Hopefully I'll put some of you guys on. You guys get a sample or at least check it out because it is just that good. It's a head-turning scent. Every time I wear this fragrance, I get massive amount of compliments. Every time I enter the room, they know exactly who it is. This is or will be a lot of signature scents. The top notes, you get orange blossom, pistachio, neroli, and almond. Middle notes, you get orange blossom and rose. And for the base notes, you get sandalwood and musk. And out of all the fragrances in my collection, I want to say this is one of the top neroli scents I think I've ever smelled. I know there's some great ones out there, but as far as neroli, this has been the top neroli scent that I've ever smelled and that I have in my collection. So good. You must get your nose on this. So now I want to talk about the longevity and the performance. The longevity on this thing is eternity. I guarantee you spray this on your clothes, it'll last you all the way to next week. Probably even after you wash it. Listen, this thing lasts for a very long time. The performance of this fragrance is beautiful. Like I said, it already lasts all day. But the sillage is great. The performance, 12 hours plus. Sillage is 3 feet plus. This is an extrait de parfum, so I expect it to perform really well. And it does not disappoint me when it comes down to performance, which is superb. This fragrance does evolve throughout the day. It just takes you through the level of notes. It just gets better and better as it goes on. I love to be able to be taken through an experience when I'm wearing a fragrance. And that's what this does for me. I get the full experience, and that's what I love about it. That's what I love about any fragrance. I just love that experience. I need it. I need it. I need it. All right, when and where should you wear this fragrance? So the best season to wear this fragrance, in my opinion, you can wear this fragrance year round. But I would lean more towards the spring, but honestly, you can get away with wearing this year round. And this is not something that's a everyday wear per se. Something I describe this as a fragrance that I will want to wear when I'm going somewhere nice, a date, an event where there's lots of people there. This is not something I would wear to, a quick run to Publix or a quick run to the mall. No, I want to be somewhere where I'm gonna be there for a long time. I do recommend you can wear something like this to work. I don't think it'll offend anybody, but it is very strong and very potent in the sillage. You just know you're gonna get noticed. But yes, the best time to wear this is honestly, you can get away with wearing this year round. Who should buy Neroli Hasbaya by Atelier Materi? Men and women will love this scent. It is unisex. So for men and women who love orange blossom and who love Neroli, this will be a scent I promise you will enjoy. And if you're not used to Nerolis or orange blossom or maybe some pistachios or almond, I say just get a sample of it. And not every man gonna smell this and say, I love it. Not every woman gonna smell this and say, I love it. But I'm sure some people that may not like orange blossom in their fragrance. They may not like rose. So I'm not gonna say every man should have this just yet. But it is that good. And I do recommend it for most people actually, because it's not offensive. It's not heavy on sandalwood. It's not heavy on musk. It's not heavy on the rose. It's blended beautifully. And it, like I said, it does evolve over time and it gets better as it goes. I describe this as an orange blossom seductive fragrance. It's seductive. Orange blossom sandalwood musk is very beautiful. So I'm naming this and I'm gonna coin it Orange Blossom Seduction. If I'm not mistaken, Neroli Hasbaya retails for around $275. So do I think it's worth it? I do. I honestly think a fragrance like this is worth it because of the longevity, because of the projection. You will get a lot of compliments. So it is a confidence booster and it doesn't offend anybody. So I do think it's worth that $275 range because it is an extrait de parfum. So it will last you. It's not a disappointment when it comes down to the performance. And I wholeheartedly think that this can be a lot of people's signature scent. It is different. Not many people have it. And I guarantee you, not many people will smell like you. And I think that's super important when you're trying to find fragrance. So, like I said, I coined this the Orange Blossom Seductive Fragrance. This is Neroli Hasbaya by Atelier Materi. And that concludes my review. Guys, if you haven't got your nose on it, go get your nose on it. And before you go out and spend all this money on fragrance, always remember, fragrance doesn't cover funk. So before you go out and buy all this stuff, make sure you get a shower in. I'll be back with a video next week.